students. Today we are doing chapter number 2. Today we will discuss about the transporting food. Okay. Before that, we have discussed about these things that there are some special organs inside the plant which help to transport food. So these organs are stem and roots. Okay. Now in this topic, we will discuss how these food transported in the body of a plant and in which type. So all of you know that food is converted in the form of sugar. Okay. So the food which is collected by plants with the help of photosynthesis, they use that food and in the form of sugar, So where this sugar is formed, this sugar is made in the leaves by photosynthesis. You can also see in the screen, sugar is made in the leaves by photosynthesis. It mixed with water to make a strong sugar solution, which is transported in the phloem tubes out of the leaves and into the stem. From there, it may go up to growing shoots or down to the roots. The speed and direction of the movement of sugar solution depends on how much is needed by the parts of the plant. So you can see the diagram. You can see the diagram in your book. It is given in your book. You can also see this diagram is given in your book. So the solution is made. You can see sugar is used to provide energy for growing shoots. So I also have told you the early stem of the plant is called shoot and the roots which grow under the soil. Okay. So where sugar is stored, where it is made, it is used in the leaves and it gives energy for growing shoots. The shoot which is growing, it helps them to grow. Now, second part is that you can see fruits store sugar. That is why they taste sweet. You all of know that fruits give us sweet taste. So how do they get the sweet taste? They get the sweet taste with the help of sugar. Third one, okay, you can see how sugar flows through a plant. Okay, how sugar flows through a plant. So this is a process. You can see the cells are given. These cells are present. These are phloem cells, and these are present in the stem. So cells in the growing shoot use sugar in respiration. So these are cells which are present in the stem in the early shoot. So they are using sugar for their respiration. Okay. So then what is the process? Leaves make sugar by photosynthesis. The sugar mixed with water to make a strong sugar solution. So what is the role of leaves? Leaves make sugar by photosynthesis, and when water is mixed, then it converts into a strong sugar solution. Now you will see sugar solution moves from cell to cell along the phloem tubes. So in the center, there is a phloem tube. So what will be happen? And this is a leaf vein. So this is the upper skin of a leaf. So sugar solution moves from cell to cell along phloem tubes, and it is a leaf. It is a structure of leaf, and you can also see that these leaves are making food with the help of chlorophyll. They are making sugar solution. Okay, so this sugar solution goes into the roots and shoots and used in respiration. Okay, so some sugar solution which go upward the plant, this is a step, and some sugar solution goes under the ground into soil. So they get the energy. So phloem in stem. Okay, you can see which thing is present on the leaf. All leaf has a stoma. Okay, this is a single part is called a stoma, and this is allowed to let gases exchange in and out in the cell. Now you will see cells in root use sugar in respiration and store it as starch. So what is happening inside it? They store the food and use it as a starch. You can also see the diagram. Phloem tubes are underneath the bark of a tree, sticky sap is a sugar solution. You can see the diagram. These are phloem tubes underneath the bark. At the edge of the bark, these phloem tubes are present, and you can also see a sticky sap. This is a sugar solution which is present in the plant. Okay, now you will see next. This is given. This green fly is feeding on the sugar solution on in this stem. You can also see this is a diagram of green fly. It is sitting on a plant, and it is getting sugar solution, and it is a diagram of a stem, a leaf, and it is sitting on it. It is getting the sugar solution. So simple in words, we can say that all plants make strong sugar solutions in their body, and it is transported in their body through phloem tubes. So some sugar solution comes to the root. From the diagram, you can see when sugar solution is made by the plants, and when it mixes with water, it converts into strong sugar solution. So some solution goes to the upper part of the plant, which is connected with the stem, and some will be goes to the lower part of the plant, which is connected with root. So the cells which are present in the stem and the cells which are present in the root, they both respire. And why shoot and root need sugar solution? Because it is the food of a plant, and it gives energy. It helps the stem to grow, and it helps the roots to their growth and give them energy. Now come to next page. Come to next page. Now we will discuss about how movements are happen inside the plant. I hope you understand it. First, we have discussed the organs of a plant. That organs of a plant consist of um, stem and roots, which are responsible to transporting food. Then we have discussed the structure of stem, leaf, and root in previous lecture. And after that, today we have discussed how sugar solution move in the body of a plant. Okay. Now we will discuss which movements are happen inside the plant. Okay. So you can see first is osmosis. Osmosis means actually moving water molecules. Osmosis means the movement of water molecules inside the plant. In previous lecture, we have discussed that plants, the leaves which are present in the plants, they make sugar, and when it mixes with water, it converts into strong sugar solution. In this part, we will discuss osmosis. Osmosis actually the movement of water molecules in the plant. What is the meaning of osmosis? The movement of water molecules in the plant is called osmosis. And this is a process which is a region of high concentration to the water concentration. This is a movement which is held from higher concentration of water to lower concentration of water. Now we will see the screen. Osmosis is a special kind of diffusion. We all know about the diffusion process. If you keep in your mind an example of perfume, if we spray perfume in the room, after some time you will feel its smell will be spread all over the room because of the air molecules which are present in the room. So when we spray the with air molecules, and we can osmosis is also a so osmosis is a special kind of diffusion. Okay, it is a special kind of diffusion. While diffusion can describe the movement of any kind of molecules, osmosis is only about the movement of water molecule. So underline in your book, what is osmosis? It is only about the movement of water molecules. So the movement of water molecules from a region of high water concentration to a region of low water concentration across a partially permeable membrane is known as osmosis. This is the complete definition of osmosis. Okay, so this definition has three parts which you have to understand it. The movement of water molecules, yes, we know. Okay, first of all, in osmosis, only water molecules are moved. Okay, after that, higher concentration to lower concentration, second part, and through partially permeable membrane. Partially permeable membrane means a thin membrane in which some molecules can pass and some cannot pass. Okay, so you also understand its explanation is given. A partially permeable membrane has very tiny holes in it which only allows some molecules to pass through. It is a membrane, it is a thin membrane which allow some particles to move and some not. So water molecules will fit through these holes because they are very small. So large molecules such as sugar molecules are too big to get through the holes. So, which molecules can pass easily through partially permeable membrane? We can say water molecules, because why they can pass through it? Because water molecules will fit through these holes because they are very small. But the large molecules, for example, if the solution consists of sugar molecules, they are too big so to get through the holes. So water can pass both ways across the membrane. So water has an ability, it can enter into semi-permeable membrane and it can out through partially permeable membrane easily. But because there are more water molecules in the weak sugar solution than in the strong sugar solution, water molecules will move mainly across the membrane into the strong sugar solution. This goes on until both sides have the same concentration. I will explain this with the help of an example. First, we will read the topic. The cell membrane of plant and animal cell are partially permeable. So, we also know the structure of plant cell and animal cell. They both have different structure. Plant cell have a fixed shape. Animal cell have not a definite shape. Plant cell have a cell wall in its outer part of the body, and animal cell has cell membrane. Okay, it has a small nucleus, it has a large nucleus, it has a partially permeable membrane. They both have a. You all know that the outer body of plant is covered by a cell wall. Inner side there is a cell membrane, and in animal cell it has a cell membrane. Okay, partially. So osmosis is the process by which water enters and leaves the cell. Now we will understand this with the help of a example which is given in your book. Okay, now you can see this diagram is given. A bag made from a partially permeable membrane. Okay, so this is a new thing. What is a partially permeable membrane? For example, you have taken a polythene bag. Polythene bag you all of know which we use for shopping. Okay, so these are very thin, and if you put some water inside it, you will see that after some time the water will begin to move through the polythene bags. Why? Because it has many tiny holes inside it. And if you keep in your mind your um, class 6 science book, you also study about the how a balloon deflates after few days, because the skin of the balloon has many tiny holes inside it. So so the air began to escape. So partially permeable membrane exactly act like a skin of balloon. Okay, so a bag made from a partially permeable membrane is filled with strong sugar solution. For example, you have taken a polythene bag and you have filled this bag with the help of a sugar solution. The bag is tied to a piece of glass tubing and then put in a beaker of a weak sugar solution. Okay, then you have taken a test tube. You also have seen in the science lab. This is a glass test tube. You have taken a test tube. You have put that tube inside the bag, okay, and you have tightly tied up, okay, and you have also tied up the other end of the bag, okay, and the strong sugar solution is filled inside the bag, and the beaker is filled with a weak sugar solution, okay. So now what will be happen? Soon the liquid began to raise up the tube. So what will be happen? In this diagram, you can see there is some solution in the test tube. But when we put for some time into a weak sugar solution, you can see the pressure of the strong sugar solution is raised in the test tube. You can see the difference between the two. Okay, here is the less strong sugar solution, and here in this tube there is a much sugar solution. So how this is happen? As we have studied, and we also have seen that that water molecules are very small. They can pass in and out from the partial permeable membrane very easily, but the sugar particles, they are too large, so they never pass easily through out of the bag, okay. So the solution which is inside the polythene bag, inside the partially permeable membrane, some molecules will pass through it, but the mostly molecules will not pass through the membrane. So what will be happen? They produce a pressure, they produce a osmosis movement. We have studied the osmosis is the movement of water molecules. So the water molecules which are present in the strong sugar solution, they will go raise. So the second part of your definition, this is osmosis and the movement of molecule from higher concentration to lower concentration. So you can see here is the higher concentration of water, and so when the water will be raised in the test tube, it will goes to the lower concentration. So the second part of the definition is proved, and the third part is that through partially permeable membrane. So this is true. Partially permeable membrane, water molecules are raised up, and in the bag sugar molecules are left, and sugar molecules are in big size, so they will never pass through the partially permeable membrane, and they will not enter into the weak sugar solution. I will explain to you again osmosis definition. First part, the movement of water molecules. So this bag is filled by sugar and water. So it is a movement of water molecules. Second part is that from higher concentration to lower, here is the higher concentration of water. So if sugar molecules will not pass, so what is the pressure of water will be raised, and it will be raised up into the test tube. You can also see. So second part of definition is through higher concentration to lower concentration. And third part through partially permeable membrane. We also have studied in this page that sugar molecules are in big size, so they will not pass through the partially permeable membrane. But the water molecules are too small, so they will feel the pressure and they will go from higher concentration to lower concentration, okay. So the liquid begins to rise up the tube. See another diagram, it is given in your book. Partially permeable membrane magnified, okay. You can also see partially these are sugar molecules. The big hole is showing the sugar molecule and the small holes are showing the water molecule. So in this diagram you can see these are sugar molecules, okay. This is the sugar molecule, and this is a liquid water molecule. So here you can see here is a sugar molecule and these are the water molecules. Now you can see what is happening. It is a partially permeable membrane. This is a partially permeable membrane, and we also discussed that in partially permeable membrane strong sugar solution is filled. So what will be happen? Only water molecules will pass through it, and from weak sugar solution the water molecules will enter into a partially permeable membrane. What will be happen? We have put above the diagram which I have shown you. I have shown you this diagram that the strong solution is in the bag and it's a weak sugar solution. So the water molecules which are present in the weak sugar solution, they will enter into the partially permeable membrane. But this is filled by a sugar and water, so sugar molecules will not cannot come outside the membrane. So this is explained here. You can also see uh, that these are the water molecules. In weak sugar solution, they will enter into the polythene bag, into the partially permeable membrane, and already there are water molecules are present. So what will be happen? The concentration of water molecules will be raised up, and because of that, the level of water will be increased in the test tube. So this is proof the definition of osmosis. So keep in your mind the definition of osmosis is that it is the movement of water molecules, first of all. Secondly, from higher concentration to lower concentration. And number three, across the permeable, partially permeable membrane. You can also see its definition here. This is very important and you have to understand it. The movement of water molecules from a region of high water concentration to a region of low water concentration across a partially permeable membrane is known as osmosis. I hope you understand it. Now your lecture has been ended. Yeah, now after that in next class we will discuss about the transpiration. It is another movement of uh, water movement in the body of plants. We will discuss in the next chapter. Now your class has been ended. If you have any question, you can raise your hand. You can ask me. If you want to ask any question, raise your hand. If you want to ask any question, raise your hand. Is this clear to you? What is osmosis? Ali Hassan? Is there any question? Is there any question? Raise your hand. Yes, Roma. What do you want to ask? Roma and Hasnan. जी रोमा. जी बेटे, आस्क द क्वेश्चन. अनरान प्लांट के अंदर कुछ मूवमेंट्स होती हैं, जिसमें से पहली मूवमेंट आज हमने डिस्कस की है ऑस्मोसिस, कि उसमें सिर्फ वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स जो है वो मूव करते हैं. जिससे आपने पढ़ा है जाइलम और फ्लोएम. जाइलम जो है वो वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स को लेके जाता है और फ्लोएम जो है वो फूड पार्टिकल्स को सॉइल से गेट करके पूरी बॉडी में लेके जाता है. आपने जो लेक्चर सुना है, अब आपने इसकी रीडिंग करनी है. जब आप रीडिंग करोगे तो आपको फौरी तौर पे ये सारा जो टॉपिक है वो समझ आ जाएगा. आज हमने ऑस्मोसिस पढ़ा है, कल हम एक और मूवमेंट पढ़ेंगे जो प्लांट की बॉडी के अंदर होती है, उसको हम बोलते हैं ट्रांसपायरेशन. ठीक है. जैसे हमारी बॉडी के अंदर सिस्टम है ना, डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम हमारी बॉडी में काम करता है, ब्रीदिंग सिस्टम करता है, ब्लड सर्कुलेशन, क्योंकि ब्लड हमारी बॉडी में जाएगा तो हमें मिलेगा ना. तो ये सारा काम होता है। इसी तरह से प्लांट की बॉडी के अंदर जो है वो फूड पार्टिकल्स और वाटर मॉलिक्यूल जो है वो कैसे, तो आज हमने वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स के बारे में पढ़ा है। आप इसको जो है दोबारा से रीड करो तो आपको इंशाल्लाह ये सारा क्लियर हो जाएगा। जी नेक्स्ट हुसनैन। नेक्स्ट वांट टू आस्क द क्वेश्चन।